A dream to stop the desert. Let me tell you a story. A story of trees. A story of people. A story of survival. This is the story of Africa's Great Green Wall. It's not just a wall of trees. It's a wall of hope. A wall to protect us from the growing Sahara Desert. A wall to bring back rain, food, and peace. But this wall is not easy to build. And after many years, the dream is still not complete. Why? What's stopping it? Let's understand it together in simple words. What is the Great Green Wall? The Great Green Wall is a big idea. A dream to plant trees across 11 African countries, stretching from west to east, over 8,000 kilometers long. Why? Because the Sahara Desert is growing, moving south. And the land is becoming dry, hot, and useless. People are losing their farms. Water is vanishing. The goal? To stop the desert from growing. To bring back green land. To give jobs, food, and life to the people of Africa. Where is this wall being built? This green wall is planned across the Sahel region, the area just below the Sahara. It includes these countries: Senegal, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Nigeria, Cameroon, Chad, Sudan, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Mauritania. These are the places most hurt by desertification. Where sand is taking over farms, villages, and even rivers. Why is it important? Because when land becomes dry and dead, people cannot grow food. They leave their homes. Many walk long distances to cities or cross borders. Some even join terrorist groups because there's no job, no food, no hope. So, this wall is not just about trees. It's about saving Africa. It's about stopping migration. It's about ending hunger. And it's about fighting terrorism, using nature. How did it start? The idea began in 2007, from the African Union. At first, leaders thought, let's plant a wall of trees from coast to coast. But that didn't work. Why? Because planting trees is not like building a wall of bricks. Different places need different trees. The soil is different. The rain is different. And local people were not included in the early plans. So, the project failed in many places. Money was spent. But trees died. No one took care of them. A new way, listening to the people. After many mistakes, things started to change. Leaders learned an important lesson. If we want the trees to live, we must listen to the farmers. Today, the new plan is about working with local communities. It's about using traditional knowledge. People in the Sahel have been surviving for centuries, they know how to protect land. Instead of just planting trees, they are now growing local species. Using regenerative farming. Letting old trees regrow from roots. Making soil stronger. Creating jobs for youth and women. How much has been done? The goal was to restore 100 million hectares of land by 2030. So far, only around 18% has been done. That's not enough. But there are some bright spots. In Senegal, over 12 million trees have been planted. In Niger, local farmers have protected over 5 million hectares of land. In Burkina Faso, people are using traditional planting techniques to grow food again. In Ethiopia, over 15 million hectares of land have been restored. These are small wins. But they show us. The Green Wall can work if the people lead it. What are the problems? So, what's holding back the project? Why is progress so slow? Here's why. Money. The project needs $33 billion. But only a small part has been given. Many promises were made by international donors, but the money is coming too slowly. Corruption. Some funds get lost in government systems. People on the ground don't see the support. Conflict and terrorism. In places like Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, war and terror make it hard to plant trees. Climate change. Rain is less predictable. Floods and droughts destroy young trees. Lack of trust. People don't trust the project because they were left out in the past. The role of local communities. Now, let's talk about real heroes. The farmers. The women. The village leaders. The youth. In places like the Sahel, they are using simple techniques. Digging planting pits to trap water. Using animal waste as fertilizer. Protecting trees from animals. Spreading seeds of native plants. They are not waiting for the government. They are doing it themselves. In Nigeria, community-led tree nurseries are creating jobs. In Burkina Faso, women's groups are restoring land and earning income. This is what we need more of. Not outsiders coming with big machines. But Africans restoring Africa. Why trees matter so much? You may ask, how can trees solve big problems? Here's how. They hold the soil together. They bring back rain. They give fruits, firewood, and shade. They stop wind from blowing away farms. They feed animals. They create beauty and peace. One tree may look small. But millions of trees can change a continent. What needs to be done now? We need to speed up the work. Here's what must happen. Give money directly to local groups. Not just to big offices. Let farmers decide. Use simple, local methods. Not big expensive machines. Africa knows how to heal itself. Train young people. Africa's youth are strong and ready. Give them jobs in restoring the land. Protect land rights. Let local people own and protect their forests. Stop land grabs. Stop corruption. Make sure money goes to the trees, not to fancy cars and offices. A wall of peace. This wall is more than trees. It's a wall against war. A wall against hunger. A wall against climate disaster. In places where trees come back. People stay home. They grow food. They send kids to school. They don't need to run to Europe. They don't join armed groups. That's the power of nature. That's the power of trees. Final message, it's not too late. The dream of the Great Green Wall is still alive. Yes, it's been slow. Yes, mistakes were made. But the people have not given up. And if the people believe, and the world supports them, Africa can build this wall. Not just with trees. But with hope, unity, and strength. This is not just a government project. It is a movement of the people. Let the Great Green Wall rise. Let it bloom across the Sahel. And let the world see, Africa can heal itself.